All right, we got some tools here. We got a T30, a T20, and a 10mm wrench. We're gonna show you guys how to pull the hood off of a CanAm X3. Underneath this hood, if you look underneath here, there's some little tabs, plastic tabs that stick off the firewall, and underneath there's a little T20, and you just take a couple of those bolts out. There's a little weird socket back here behind the headlight you gotta pop off, and we'll show you how to do that. Okay, on the back side of the headlight, there's this little, you can kind of see it, but there's this little screw, and on the end of it's got kind of like a little socket. It's got a little tiny retaining cap right here, and on the inside, close to the radiator, there's a little bolt you take off. Take that bolt off, the top of the cap slides back, and you can pop the socket out. So we're gonna do that for you real quick. And you see that little socket popped out right there. So now the headlight is free from the radiator bracket. If you're not careful and you start yanking on the hood, you can break the radiator bracket that holds that headlight in place. Also, don't forget to unplug your headlights, the little plug right there. Just pop those loose before you start pulling on the hood so you don't damage any of the wiring. There's two of them for each side. We're gonna pop the hood loose now. There's some little clips right here that are kind of stubborn sometimes. You just gotta twist a little bit and yank. You don't wanna break them, so underneath, try to squeeze them and get them loose as best you can. When you look at the side of your bumper, make sure that the radiator mount is behind the bumper radiator mounting tab before you start tightening things up. If it's in front of this tab, it's going to be extremely hard you're going to have to take everything loose and move it behind that tab. We've got the bumper installed, we've got the hood loose sitting on top of the bumper, and we need to trim a little bit of this hood piece for the bumper to fit. So it's kind of hard to see. We've made a small little line right here. We set the hood down on top of the bumper and made a little Sharpie mark, and we're going to go ahead and die grind out that little area so that the bumper fits and clears properly. Usually takes more than one try to get the trimming done. I've trimmed this already and it's not deep enough, so I'm going to do a little bit more here. Looking pretty good. I can get my bolts in. See, I got it trimmed right there just enough. My bolts line up. Get our bolts put in and get moving. So remember, you need the factory clip off your original bumper, the factory bumper. But we're gonna slide that onto our tab and line up the hole. And that's gonna be your nut for your body to tighten everything down.